This is a perfectly optioned Ford F350 Super Duty. And if you're on a budget, it gives you a lot for the money, which you'll see here in a second. I borrowed this truck from Larry H. Miller Super Ford here in Salt Lake City. Be sure to ask for Diego. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys see options and features on this build. At the very top is the description and the colors. Avalanche was added for 2025. Short listing of the standard equipment here. Be sure to pause. And then down below, here are all the options. So, high output power stroke, 355 rear, FX4 off-road package, has the angular running boards, rapid heat, engine block heater, power sliding glass, which is now a standalone option, twin panel upfitter switches, tailgate step. Base price comes in at $66,040. Destination went up for Ford and Ram trucks at $2,095, up just $100. Total MSRP is $85,850. Obviously, most guys buying Lariat, they always get the ultimate package. They typically get the black appearance package, and they just add a bunch of options on the truck. My humble opinion is, if you're gonna get a Lariat, this is truly the way to build it. Now, I do like the fact that it has the twin panel moonroof, and I like the fact that Ford doesn't strong arm you in getting that with the ultimate package or any other package, because you can add another $5,000 really quickly to this truck. Now, on the front end, LED headlights come standard, so you don't have to option that for Lariat. You're gonna have the fog lights down below, which is like a projector style LED. Black recovery hooks. You have the cameras, which means you're gonna have the 360 camera view on this truck as well. They do stamp that Super Duty on that hood. And decent design for the grille, I would say. A lot of chrome, but if you're on a budget, this looks great with Avalanche. I think chrome and Avalanche, it's pretty nice. My friend has this truck in a trimmer. Here is the suspension. You have that solid front axle. They do provide the fabric material for the liner. And then here are the tires. Bridgestone Dueler ATs. I would prefer these over the Firestones that Ram gives me, personally. 275, 70, 18. So that's 33.2 inches tall and 10.8 inches wide. So 18-inch wheel, obviously, 8 lug. And as far as the capacity goes, it's right here. 3,640 pounds at 80 PSI cold. And here's a side view. This is a standard bed. You guys see those black mirror caps? High output power stroke badge down below. Blind spots right there. And these are going to be heated for top mirrors. More cameras there. Not a lot of chrome on the side, no chrome door handles, no chrome around the windows. I like that. So a little bit of chrome on the bumpers, running boards, and that's really it. This is like a 6-foot 8-inch bed with 4 trucks, 34-gallon diesel tank, 7.4-gallon DEF. And because this is a 1-ton, you do get that more overbuilt rear suspension, E-coated frame, no liner. Now, can you get a liner as an add-on if you're ordering your truck? That is the question. I believe you can actually for Lariat. FX4 badge, so that gives you the downhill assist and skid plates down below. I never really show this to you guys. Hopefully you guys can see it there. I can't really see it. And lastly, you can see the skid plate for the fuel tank. They also give you a skid plate for your transfer case, and that's pretty much it. And then out back, you have your parking sensors. You didn't have front parking sensors because you don't have ultimate package, but you have a camera, so that's good enough for me. I'd rather have either or. Class 5 hitch. You're still gonna have an assisted tailgate, and I'll show you again in a second, but I like how clean the tailgate looks on the Ford trucks. I would have skipped this option personally because you just have 2 steps on the side, so there's no need to lower the payload with this step here. You have those bed lights, tie downs. I don't normally step on painted beds if it's not my truck, so that was an option. It also has the defrost. You also have a camera up there, and you can see that twin panel moonroof as well. But as I was saying, they do have a clean tailgate design. You have LED and incandescent bulbs in those tail lights. You guys saw this had that 355 rear with the locker. And then there's your spare tire. Looks to be a matching tire with Steely for the wheel. Off to the side. Good looking truck. I did a video predicting that this will be the only diesel option next year. Now that's just my guess, simply because I think it would be more cost effective for them just to have one. There's a few differences between the engines, but the biggest one being horsepower and torque. You have 500 horsepower, 1,200 pound-feet of torque. They did lower compression for this engine to aluminum head, compacted graphite iron block, and it's just the best diesel in terms of horsepower and torque. No one's touching that 500 horsepower. No one's close. I mean, well, GM is technically close because they're at 470, but 1,200 pound-feet of torque, no one's close. Ram is the closest at 1,075, and they just redid the Cummins. So yes, this engine is truly just putting down the power. The only negative thing is that people are going to probably talk about is the CP4, but I don't hear a lot of people complaining about failures. I mean, if you've had a failure for a 2023 plus truck, let me know. But if you're running some, you know, additive, I would say something that will raise that CTA number, and obviously the lubricity, you want to add a little bit more lubricity. That should make that CP4 stay happy for sure. But overall, all the power I mentioned does go through a 10-speed transmission. It's a 10R140, and this is truly the best diesel option out there. It just has crazy power, and it makes it everywhere too. It's just power all over the place. I mean, even when you're accelerating on the highway, it doesn't even drop down gears. It just stays in 10th because it's just so much power. In terms of the styling on this truck, I would say that the Lariat gives you the best for the money. This truck having the high output diesel twin panel moonroof option, it comes standard with leather seats, 10-way on the driver's side, 8-way on the passenger side. It also has the large screens standard, right? This is truly the way to go. You can probably buy this truck for under 80 grand if you sharpen your pencil. But yes, it does have the ActiveX for 2025. Also, they did get rid of the power steering column. But hey, if you didn't wait and got a 2024, there's still some out there, you can get some of those options because not many things changed for 2025. If anything, it changed for the worse for this trim level. Let's go ahead and check out the passenger side. This does have the standard B&O sound system. And as I said, 8-way seat for the passenger side. Tilt headrests do come a part of the Ultimate package, so you are missing that. And this does have the lighter color roof, as you guys probably can tell, which means if you get the other interior option, that would give you a black liner. They do provide a cover here. They did restyle this button to open it too for 2025. Also, there is certification available for this, guys, so just be sure to option your truck with the camper package. I think that would add resale value personally. They give you 12 volt, 120 volt, and you probably could tell that this did have the 6-passenger configuration. And they're, I believe, the only one that gives you a headrest too. This is the lever to put the seat back down, and they do give you lockable storage down below. Here's some of your storage down there. More power outlets, Type C and Type A USB. Let's go and check out the rear. .60/40 bench, flat floor surface, grab handle to get in. And Ford does have pretty comfortable seats. 12-volt power here, Type C, USBs, cup holders, seat back pockets, and you have your armrest back here. You can see the cup holders for this when it is down. Let's go ahead and jump back over to the driver's seat. We're going to start it up. There's your push button. 12-inch display. 12-inch display over here. As I said on the outside, you have 360 and bed view. You also have the button down below here. Dual climate control, heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. All these things come standard. You have the multiple drive modes, so you have off-road, slippery, normal, tow haul, and eco mode. On this screen, it does have the split function, so if you want navigation larger, you can put your audio on the side there. Up top, auxiliary switches, place for your sunshades. Also, HomeLink still comes a part of this truck. Yeah, this gives you so much for the money. They're the only truck in this segment that has a twin panel moonroof. Neither one of the others offers that for HD. Ram offers it for the half tons, but they're too lazy to put their larger cab on the HD segment, so who knows. Don't know when that's going to happen. You guys saw the locker down there too. And then lastly, I always end off with this guy. You have your general measurements, shows you all your temperatures. Love this. Let's go ahead and check out the payload. Gross axle weight rating out front is 5,200 pounds. The rear is going to be 7,230 pounds. Gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 12,000 pounds even. 18 by 8 wide wheels. 3J axle coat, which is that 355 locker. All in payload, 4,083 pounds. And then here's the tire pressure, 60 out front, 80 in the rear. I'm going to do a video around this because I've had a few people ask me questions about that on my truck. And I have to respond because there's a reason why you get a 3/4 ton versus a 1 ton. No one really talks about that. So yeah, we'll have to do a video around that. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure your notifications are on. See you guys soon.